Hey, how are you today? Always nice to see you around my table. Today for desserts, floating islands, îles flottantes. It's one of those classic French desserts that reminds me of my childhood. I like it with a homemade vanilla custard sauce, of course, served ice cold and topped with a cloud of meringue with a light touch of caramel and my secret ingredient, pink praline. Pink praline or praline rose are unique to Lyon, a city in east central France. These delectable candies are pretty expensive, so it's much cheaper to make them at home. Excellent addition for a variety of fun recipes, such as your floating island, of course, brioche, and the famous French pink praline tart. Coming next. First, I am going to make my custard. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to heat up my milk and I'm going to add 1/3 of the sugar and then I'm going to beat my egg yolks with the vanilla and the remaining sugar. Keep an eye on your milk and as soon as it boils, temper the egg mixture and return to the stove and cook to 185 degrees Fahrenheit, 85 degrees Celsius on low heat, whisking constantly. Then pass and chill over a bowl of ice water and refrigerate. Next, for our little clouds, I'm gonna use half round silicone molds and bake them rather than poaching. You'll see, it's pretty awesome. So for the meringue, you will need 3 egg whites at room temperature, always. A pinch of salt and 1/3 of the sugar. And let the mixer run for 10 minutes on medium speed, no rush. What you are looking for is to incorporate as much air as possible. And when ready, increase the speed and add vanilla and remaining sugar. And then you're done. Next, fill up the lightly greased silicone molds. And with the use of an offset spatula, even off the surface, bake meringue at 300 degrees Fahrenheit for 15 minutes with the use of a water bath or at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 3 minutes without the water. Let cool completely before unmolding. Once cool, unmold onto a lightly oiled silicone mat or parchment paper and refrigerate. Clean and dry the silicone mold, cause we are going to reuse it for the caramel. Speaking of which, cook light corn syrup with the powdered sugar, but it could be a granulated sugar as well, until a medium amber caramel. Then immediately submerge the bottom of the pan in a water bath for 1 second to stop cooking. Then using a fork, drizzle on the silicone mold to form a cage. Just go back and forth in thin strings. If the caramel hardens, reheat it and continue until you get this nice looking birdie nest. Well, for the presentation, I'm gonna use a martini glass. I think it's more sexy. Guys, I hope you have enjoyed this floating island, îles flottantes, Oeufs à la neige episode. To get the full recipe, go to brunoskitchen.net. Please subscribe, it's free. Got it? And like my page on Facebook and follow me on Twitter, Instagram and Pinterest. Enjoy!